Imagine feeding 5, perhaps as many as 10,000 people on one occasion for a meal. That's where we are today in our series on dining with famous people. I'm Jonathan Watt with Atara Group International, and if you're enjoying our series, we hope you'll press the like button and subscribe to our channel. The story we're on today is recorded in John chapter 6, but it also is in the other Gospels. Aside from the resurrection of Jesus, it is the only miracle to be reported in all 4 of the Gospels. And the setting is this: there are 5 loaves, small loaves, barley loaves, that some young fellow has brought with him, and in some manner Jesus multiplies them, distributes them. There are so many people to feed. They have been seated in places, and the situation is an interesting one because these people have been following Jesus for some time. They're listening, they're being taught, but they're also at a time when, well, the question is always, will there be enough food? And especially on an occasion where they've gone an extended time today following, listening, interested in the miracles perhaps that might take place, there is underlying this account a certain degree of food insecurity as well as a practical need, and Jesus is going to address it. It takes place somewhere in the hills of northern Galilee, maybe a little bit reminiscent of where we are today in the hills of the Blue Mountains by Katoomba in New South Wales, Australia. And the occasion, back to the gospel, of course, is one of a lavish gift of an immense amount of food, and there will be no loss. Even the crumbs left over are going to be collected. There's that much to be had. Whatever insecurity was there before is being met in a very generous way. You know, a certain missionary was once asked why he did what he did, and part of what he was doing was helping people in small ways, sometimes in difficult situations, even as little as one meal. And the missionary said this: what motivated him to do what he was doing was that if he could change a life on that moment, a change of perception and experience, that change would have a ripple effect and would go to the community and family and friends around that person and maybe have great impact in many ways beyond what he would ever directly know himself. You know, miracles are both rehabilitative and redemptive. You know, they deal with a particular occasion, all right? They will address a need right there that is needing to be overcome, but they're also redemptive in that they are bringing someone into a different frame of mind and experience. And just one person can make a significant difference, and even just one person doing even a small act sometimes can make a significant difference as well. Anyway, the event reminds us that Jesus is addressing the whole person, concern for both the needs of the soul, of course, and he's teaching and he's working with that, but also the needs of the body, the practical needs of just day-to-day well-being. Jesus taught, but he also fed. He's doing both of those, and he's mentoring his inner circle by example, so they get to see this holistic approach that Jesus is taking as he's ministering to people. Anyway, that's where we are for this particular instance of a meal in the past. If you like what we're doing and want to suggest some ideas for what might be our future series, please put some comments in the comments below, and we'll be interested in hearing from you. Thank you.